Welcome to Car Flash, where we bring you in-depth, no-fluff reviews on the latest rides in the automotive world. Today, we're diving into the 2026 Mazda CX-3, a subcompact crossover that continues to punch above its weight in terms of design, handling, and overall value. If you're in the market for a small SUV that feels more upscale than the price tag suggests, you'll want to stick around for this one. Exterior. The first thing you notice when approaching the 2026 Mazda CX-3 is its confident stance and refined styling. Mazda has always leaned into their Kona design language, that sense of motion even when standing still, and this year's CX-3 iteration refines that further. At the front, you'll find a slightly reworked grille that feels more sculpted, with a mesh pattern that subtly hints at sportiness. Flanking the grille are slimmer LED headlights with adaptive technology standard across all trims, adding not just a high-end look but also improving nighttime visibility. The hood has sharp, clean creases that give the car a more muscular appearance without feeling overdone. Moving to the side profile, the CX-3 retains its compact dimensions, but it manages to look longer and more substantial thanks to a sleeker roofline and freshly contoured side panels. There's a strong character line that runs from the front fender through the rear door, giving it a sense of flow and tension. The wheel arches are slightly flared, hinting at its urban agility. Standard wheels are 17-inch alloys, but upper trims get upgraded to a striking set of 18-inch black finish rims that really stand out. The black cladding along the rocker panels and wheel wells keeps it looking rugged enough for city adventures without trying to fake off-road chops. Around the back, Mazda keeps things classy and clean. The taillights are now more angular, with a full LED signature that adds a modern flair. There's a new gloss black trim that spans the width of the rear hatch just above the license plate area, tying the whole rear design together nicely. The rear bumper has been reshaped for a sportier, tucked-in look, and there's a single chrome exhaust outlet on the right that gives a touch of character without being too loud about it. Interior. Once you step inside, you immediately get the sense that Mazda's focus on premium, driver-centric design is alive and well. Despite being a subcompact SUV, the cabin of the 2026 CX-3 doesn't feel cramped. The materials have seen a notable upgrade this year. Soft touch surfaces abound on the dash and doors, and even the center console gets a stitched leather-like trim on higher trims. The seating position remains pleasantly high, giving you good visibility without making the vehicle feel top-heavy. Front seats are well bolstered and supportive for longer drives, especially in the Grand Touring model, which now features optional synthetic suede inserts with contrast stitching, a small detail that adds a big dose of premium feel. In the rear, space is still limited, and no surprises that given the CX-3's size, but average height adults can fit comfortably for short trips. The cargo area offers around 18 cubic feet behind the second row, expandable to roughly 45 with the seats folded. Not class-leading, but acceptable for its size. Tech-wise, the 2026 CX-3 comes standard with an 8.8-inch center display powered by the latest version of Mazda Connect. It's now compatible wirelessly with both Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Navigation, if you opt for it, is crisp and integrates nicely with the system. The rotary controller remains, which some may find outdated, but Mazda keeps it responsive and intuitive enough. The digital gauge cluster gets subtle updates, with a new center screen that offers configurable drive info and system notifications. Audio is handled by a 6-speaker system on base models, while upper trims offer a 7-speaker Bose setup that delivers solid clarity and bass response for this segment. Performance. Under the hood, the 2026 CX-3 still comes with the familiar 2.0-liter Skyactiv G inline-4 engine, producing 148 horsepower and 146 pound-feet of torque. While those numbers won't set the world on fire, what makes the CX-3 stand out is how it delivers that power. The throttle response is crisp, and the 6-speed automatic transmission is smooth and well calibrated. Mazda continues to prioritize driving engagement, and the CX-3 feels nimble, planted, and even fun to toss around corners. This is one of the rare small crossovers where the driving experience actually feels more like a well-tuned hatchback than a typical SUV. Front-wheel drive is standard, but all-wheel drive is available and performs capably in poor weather conditions. Mazda has also refined the G-Vectoring Control Plus system, which subtly adjusts engine torque during cornering to improve stability and comfort. The ride quality is firm but never harsh, and road noise has been reduced thanks to improved insulation materials for 2026. In terms of efficiency, you're looking at around 29 miles per gallon city and 34 miles per gallon highway for the front-wheel drive model, which is solid for the segment. The AWD variant sees a slight dip, as expected, but still remains competitive. Safety features are another strong point this year. The CX-3 now comes standard with Mazda's iActive Sense suite, which includes adaptive cruise control with stop and go, lane keep assist, blind spot monitoring, rear cross traffic alert, and automatic emergency braking with pedestrian detection. In crash tests, Mazda's small SUVs typically fare well, and we expect the 2026 model to continue that trend once it's rated. Now let's talk price. The 2026 Mazda CX-3 starts at around $23,000 for the base select trim, which already includes LED lighting, keyless entry, the upgraded infotainment system, and the full safety suite. Step up to the preferred trim at around $25,000 and you'll add heated front seats, dual-zone climate control, and nicer interior materials. The top-of-the-line premium trim nudges closer to $27,000 and brings in the upgraded Bose system, full synthetic leather, a moonroof, and adaptive headlights. With all-wheel drive added, you're looking at a fully loaded model in the $29,000 to $30,000 range, still very reasonable when compared to rivals like the Hyundai Kona, Honda HR-V, or even the Toyota Corolla Cross. So, is the 2026 Mazda CX-3 the right choice for you? If you're after a small crossover that prioritizes design, comfort, and an enjoyable drive and you don't need a ton of cargo space, this is one of the best options out there. It manages to feel more premium than its price suggests. It looks fantastic from every angle, and it still delivers the kind of driver engagement that Mazda is known for. Sure, there are roomier options, and the tech interface may not appeal to touchscreen lovers, but for most buyers, those trade-offs are more than acceptable. That wraps up our full review of the 2026 Mazda CX-3. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to Car Flash for more reviews just like this, and let us know in the comments what's your favorite feature of the new CX-3, and would you pick it over a Honda HR-V or Toyota Corolla Cross? Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.